What's going on, guys? We're here today to talk. This is because I wasn't able to stream yesterday because we had a little apocalypse with the internet being shut down, like literally everywhere. So this is the extra stream that I said we were going to do today, and I think everything's going to be okay. I think everything's going to be just fine. There's a little bit of weirdness in the audio, but guys, let me know if there's any echoing before we get started here, and then we'll move along. I'm just moving my mic. My goodness, sorry about that, earbud users. So if there's no echo, I guess we can go ahead and get the party started. We're going to be talking about multiplayer today, guys. We're going to be talking about multiplayer and PvP and what that means for us and how these can be separated, what the solutions could possibly be, because as we all have seen, there are issues. Okay, everything sounds clear. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get the rabbit hole trailer, or not the trailer, intro. We're going to be starting a new show here soon, probably after the update, and I'll talk about that a little bit more today and extensively tonight when we go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my God, Adam, what's going on, buddy? Come on to the show a little bit. We're going to go ahead and play this, and technical difficulties already. And we'll be right back, guys.
Activate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra TV.
You better put seatbelts on your ears, because Cobra's about to take them for the ride of their life on Cobra TV.
Everybody, I hate to throw out this interruption, but it's probably for the best. I gotta go because I don't know where I'm at.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming back to Cobra TV. This is the subcast. This is a random subcast to make up for not being able to stream yesterday because we had no internet. But here we are, live, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at XXXCobra, at XXX Cobra, and you can also follow me on Facebook. The links are for that down below, and you can also join our Discord, which is how we're going to be taking calls today and going forward into the future. Yes, that's right, Vato, that was Drunken Taco, Drunken Taco. As far as that intro, I just wanted to share that with you. We're going to be starting. See, Cobra TV, it's a channel, right? Well, if you got a channel on, let's say, a cable channel, you don't just have one show. You got multiple shows, and you got a TV guide, so you know which is coming on when, and things like that. So I'm going to be adding a brand new show to Cobra TV after next is released, after the update, after we have it, and it's going to be touching on the paranormal topics, but, and here's the kicker, I'm going to be interviewing people, these people that you normally see on the side of the road with the end of the world sandwich signs slung over their shoulders, and they're preaching about the end of times. Those are the people. Or the guy who's living in a camper over at Yellowstone, and he's got internet connection, and he's always broadcasting and going live and uploading videos about horrible end of times. Those people are going to be on this show. Those people, not normal people, not normal people. People that think the earth is flat, and people that think they've been probed by aliens. That is what's going to be on the show. And it's going to be funny. We're going to take it seriously. We are. And we're going to actually talk about conspiracies in a very mature manner. We're not going to say they're right. We're not going to say they're wrong. We're just going to go down that rabbit hole as far as we can. And when we find somebody that is an expert in some of this stuff, we're going to have them come on the show. Guys, I want to thank the Patreon supporters. I don't do that enough, and I do that at the end of the videos, but I never. We got Dark Commando 377 just subscribed. Thank you so much, buddy, for becoming a Cobra and joining the cult of the Atlas here. So, okay. Going back into Patreon supporters, I want to thank everybody who's a Patreon supporter. Guys, I'm going to talk about this later on tonight. Okay. We have a little hiccup in our data. All right. So let me say that again. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later tonight. Guys, look, this is not the show I envisioned having. I don't mean content. Yes, No Man's Sky. Yes, paranormal. Things like that. But I'm talking about quality. I'm talking about, what I can provide. This is not the show. And that is why, to become a Patreon supporter, you're going to help grow the show into what it's supposed to be. This is nowhere near, on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm like in the negatives to where I want to be as far as quality and things that I'm actually delivering. Camera setup, stage, green screen, all that stuff. A nice camera. But I want to give a big thank you again to the Patreon supporters. Today we're going to be talking about multiplayer and PvP. Zyke Wet says got multiplayer footage. No, I wish I did. Is there multiplayer footage out there? Because if so, sharing is caring, Zyke. I would love to see it. I would absolutely love to see it. We are going to talk about multiplayer and what that means for everybody. As we know, Sean Murray very cryptically alluded to PvP. Thank you, Noah. You have improved so much in the past 2 years. Thank you so much, bud. We got a weird last just subscribed. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for becoming a Cobra and joining the cult of the Atlas. Thank you so much, buddy. Big shout out to you. Okay, so Sean Sky says Cobra next what is everybody trying to tell me? Maybe I should pay attention to the chat. Maybe something's every time I go live, something happens that I'm paying attention to the show, and I don't know what's going on. Unfortunately, I don't have any, but I've been digging pretty hard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got dirt underneath my fingernails too, bud. General Lokar, we're going to talk about you in a second. Everybody, pay attention to General Lokar in the chat. We're going to talk about General Lokar and the things that I've got to say about General Galactic Cake. Thanks so much for subscribing and becoming a member of the cult of the Atlas. Thank you, Galactic Cake. We've got somebody knocking on the door. Do not knock on the door. General Lokar says in the chat, PvP is coming. Can you feel it, Cobra? My cat is barking. This is not a studio. This is crazy. But everybody pay attention to General Lokar. We're going to be chatting about General Lokar here in just a second because it fits what we're going to be talking about today with multiplayer and PvP, what that means for everybody. Now, a long time ago, Let's see. First Last said, sorry, I clicked unsub, but I'm back on. Oh, that's okay, buddy. That's okay, First Last. Thank you so much, bud. Let me see. Where am I even going with this? Hello, son. How you doing? My son is very creepily staring at me. How you doing? Why are you mad? Did you lose your mother? Well, if you didn't lose your mother, then don't talk to me. No, I'm kidding. What's wrong? I'm not going to get up and answer the door. I'm doing a show, little bro. I'm doing a show. So, but why did you run so far away from your mother to the point where you could? And let me tell you something. It's unlocked. The door's unlocked. Do you have sweaty palms? Yes. Okay, go play PS4 and let me do the show. Thank you, buddy. I love you. We're back. We are back. I was in trouble for not getting up and opening the unlocked door. Okay. All right. So, where were we? We're going to play a PvP game, Dylan, and I'm going to beat the crap out of you in that later. How about Tekken? Yeah, we're going to play Tekken, and I'm going to make you lose. Okay. All right. So, multiplayer PvP. We know it's coming. We know that it's coming, right? PvP. Well, he never actually said PvP confirmed, but we know it is. We know it is. To prey on others or to survive with others is definitely sounds like PvP. So let's just go ahead and for the rest of this conversation, assume that there is PvP. And so we can talk about that and see what's coming out of, what we can expect. I'm going to play a video for you here in just a second. And it's somebody. Okay, let me back up. I got to organize my thoughts. We're going to take some callers. So if everybody can pile up into the Atlas 102.5 FM room, I will start slamming people into the subcast room, slam them right up against the wall, and rapture them. Okay, now we've always said, hey, buddy, can you turn down FGTV? Maybe you should watch some Cobra TV from time to time. Thank you, bud. Okay, all right. So where were we? I guess I shouldn't be doing a stream right after school. Okay. General Lokar in the chat says the time is near. The galaxy will fear war. We're going to get into that. General, we're going to get to you. We're going to get to you, buddy. So I've always told people, yes, there's PvP, but do you realize how big this universe is? If you're not trying to find anybody, you won't. And they won't find you. But there could be something about that that's not true. And what that is so let's say, hey, can you turn it down, buddy? Buddy. He's literally going to watch my YouTube channel. Hey, can you put headphones on, bud? I got some for you if you need some. This is a strange live cast. I apologize, people. Here, take these headphones. Love you. Say you're wanting to build a hub, even if it's a small hub to a very large hub. You are in a public view. You are known. You want people to join, so you put the address out there, right? So you can't really hide from online interaction at that point. At that point, you got people like General Lokar, who wants to come and find you. Okay, General Lokar is the type of person that says there is no peace without war, but right now, without war, there's 100% peace, right? So even if you and your friends decide to do like a little hub, you got maybe 20 members, you got a page on Reddit, you got a YouTube channel, and you got it being broadcasted out there for people to come. You got your portal address. Zyke Wet, how you doing, bro? Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for becoming a co-bro and joining the cult of the Atlas. Mophobius says, hey, Cobra, greetings from Sweden. Oh, I would love to take a visit to Sweden. Really would. So if you're building this, you got people like General Lokar, who is going to actively look for hubs, actively look for hubs, and they're going to come and try and mess things up a bit. So now our question for this, subcast, when you guys come on the show, how do you think they're going to do multiplayer? Are they going to do it in a separate server to where it's all bets off, multiplayer and PvP? Or is it going to have another server where it's no PvP, that it's just PvE? So when you guys come on the show, I'd like to hear your opinion on that. Now, let's just step back for a minute and let's talk about what if that mode, there's a mode where you choose PvP, which I'm sure General Lokar is going to choose PvP. And you decide to build your hub in that game mode. Dennis in the chat says, actually, like all opposing forces, light and dark, etc., without war, there is no peace, and without peace, there is no war. I beg to differ. Right now, it's pretty peaceful, and nobody's shooting at each other. Where's the logic? Where's the logic in that? Are you trying to say you can't call it peace because there's nothing? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we got 8 light bulbs. WTH. That's not a good idea to do that. That's unless you're part of a traveling circus. Thank you so much for subscribing, buddy, and joining the cult of the Atlas. Atlas. Got to take off the, I guess, wrong button. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video from General Lokar, and we're going to commentate on it. We're going to see what's going on with it. This video is titled Declaration of War. Let me see if I could do this without fail. All right, that is the video. I think I did it right. I think everything's right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Transmission incoming. Transmission incoming.
Okay, so first off, it sounds like we got Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks delivering a message for General Lokar. Obi-John Kenobi. That is such a cool name, buddy. Thank you so much for joining the cult of the Atlas. And being a Cobra. Thank you so much, bud. All right, so we got Alvin and the Chipmunks getting ready to Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks getting ready to declare war on us. Let's listen more.
Greetings, travelers. It has been almost 2 full cycles in our great universe.
And now I know it's hard to hear this. I know it's hard, but it's the way the video was made. It's very low. It's very low, so you have to listen really closely.
Many great and powerful things have taken place since we've embarked on our journeys. There has been great findings, huge steps in exploration, achievements in technology and communications. We all have come a long way since the great beginning. There's been a feeling of calm, peace, and togetherness.
Now, he just stated that there has been a calm, peace, and togetherness. You just stated that there's been peace. Let's listen. Come on.
But even with all that, there's been a great deal of unrest spreading through the galaxy of Euclid and all of the other 255 known galaxies. While some have joined in unification, others have grown with unrest and resentment. This unification that's been spreading is a result of false sense of peace. This lie of peace that they follow has only been in place up until this point because there is no real form of fear, no real form of consequence.
Does this not remind you of like some weird 80s like sci-fi movie where the villain is some weird looking guy dressed in drag and got like these rings and his robe and makeup on, you know, claiming all these threats, but he's really really frail and weak. Let's listen.
Their false sense of peace, or any form of peace for that matter, cannot exist without fear. Peace cannot exist without war. Peace cannot exist without conflict or consequences. So these travelers who claim peace are not. They simply just exist in a world of zero consequences, sheltered from fear. Some might say that these peace preachers are merely existing under a false sense of security because of the absence of war. War brings pain. War can also bring peace. Peace cannot exist simply without the fact of war. War can also bring people together.
Or you cannot have war at all and not need to bring people together after war because people already brought together. I don't know if anybody could hear it. Someone said Dr. Claw. Someone said Dr. Claw. That's pretty funny. Thank you so much, Andy Biz, for the donation to Super Chat. It says, glad you're all better, Cobra. I am, dude. I am better than ever. Firing on all cylinders. All cylinders. Let's go ahead and listen to some more of this. It's hard to hear.
To fight for their beliefs. If people truly want peace, and for peace to actually mean something, then war is a necessity. On the glorious star date of 5/17/2018, we were blessed with the information that we'll be able to join together. The ability to have multi-traveler interaction will be a reality, and will soon be upon us shortly. And with that, we will have the ability to engage in conflict. Honestly, this is something that should have happened since the start of our existence, but no matter, it will be a reality soon. So I am calling out to all those travelers sitting back, waiting for your time to rise up against those who claim peace. There's much to do. Great areas of space to claim as our own. We will take what we want, we will reclaim what we feel is ours. Those so-called areas of unification, those hubs of peace will fear us, and no one will be safe. So I am asking those who...
No one will be safe. This guy's calling for peace, but then states that no one's going to be safe.
Feel the same to rise up and join us, and let us send a message of war that will echo through all the galaxies.
This has been a
And then we got Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks again to kind of, see the guy, see the video out. And so there you have it. There you got this guy claiming war, saying that there's got to be, first he states that there's peace, then he states that there's been no peace, and then he states the only reason we can have peace is to start a fight and then stop, so that way there is peace. But anyways, I don't know if you guys understand how many people of you used to follow the channel from a long, long time ago. From a long time ago. There's no camera on. Sorry, guys. This is a circus today. A circus here. There's no camera on. I don't know how many of you have followed me from the past and what I used to do. I used to be a pilot in a particular game that ran a very large, and I don't know if they call these, if they call this clans anymore, for gaming clans, but I ran a very large, very successful gaming clan. And I ran two, actually. One was Static Sky and one was Triple X. Little fun fact, that's where the Triple X comes from for the Twitter account and for my PSN account. But that is long and over. But if you want a war, Lokar, you'll get one. And I will use the Cobra force here on this channel to come after you if need be. You understand that? Do you understand how insignificant you are compared to these Cobras? How outnumbered you are? If you want a war, I'll give you a war. And any hub out there, from the Galactic Hub, the Federation, the No Man's Sky Amino Hub, you guys want help. I'm pretty sure that the Cobras in this chat, the Cobras that follow this, will help you out. However, what we don't even know what that entails. PvP, partying, big epic space battles, whatever. We don't know. But if need be, General Lokar, if need be, we'll come after you. Every last one of us. Understand? So come on the show today, guys. I want to open up the conversation about PvP, multiplayer, game modes, passive mode. How do you think they're going to do this, this multiplayer? And because at some point, there is going to be PvP in some way, shape, or form, however they do it. And if you decide to build a hub there, then you got Lokar, who's going to come after you for whatever reason. He wants to bring peace to Euclid, but he feels like he has to make it a mess first and then say, psych, nah, we're going to stop. Now it's peace. Now we're going to be peaceful. That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. General Lokar says, I hope you're ready, my friend. Take a look around, General Lokar. Take a look around. Who do you think you're messing with? We're already ready. All we're doing is waiting for next. But whatever. We don't even know what PvP entails. So the dramatization, you know, it's all speculation. It's all what if and things like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Lokar, we'll see. All right. We're going to go ahead and get some Cobras in the chat here. Let me, we got some people waiting in the chat. Let's see. I don't see keep calm and game on. All right, we're going to go ahead and get Semtex in here. I don't know who was first. Then we got Snow Obsidian. We got Jake. Just a second here, guys.
Like Flash.
Sorry, buddy. You've been raptured. What's going on?
Oh, my. Hello. You caught me halfway, like literally right in the middle of fully chatting away there. Sorry. I was completely shocked by the rapture. I have to do this as well. Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
You know, one of these days, I'm going to catch you guys talking about me. One of these days. Like, hey, did you see Cobra's nose?
It's true. Well, you should have caught me like 30 seconds before. You probably had thrown me out of your chat. But
oh my gosh.
No,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I need to ask this question, though, for everybody watching right now. I'm sure everyone wants to know. You had some surgery recently. How are you recovering? Are you feeling better? Because you seem to be back on like really soon after that. Are you fully recovered now?
Yeah, I'm better. Like if you guys go listen to that subcast that I did the next day after my surgery, I don't remember doing that. That's not even my memory because I was in so much pain and I was high on drugs, like prescription drugs. I was out of my mind. I don't even remember talking to you guys. So that's a weird episode. Wow. Yeah, I don't remember it. Like I was just so stoned out of my mind on you know, painkillers.
It's those sneaky Gex sneaking that nip in your pocket while you were there.
Oh yeah,
that's, you got to be careful with them. That's what it is.
Yeah, plenty of nip. Yep. I'm not talking about illegal drugs. I'm talking about, you know, the painkillers that you get for
prescription,
after surgery.
Of course. Yeah. None of us would do that. And stay away from drugs, kids. It's bad.
Exactly.
As, South Park said so rightly.
Right. So, man, okay, you saw General Lokar's message, I guess, you know, by your Alvin and the Chipmunks reference there. What do you think? Was it hard to hear him on the stream?
It was a little bit, if I'm completely honest. I was finding it quite hard to hear what he said. I got the general gist, though. It was kind of like he was calling for peace, but then he kind of flipped the coin on that and said, yeah, it was kind of like quite an aggressive thing. That it was like all about attacking. I'm of the same vein as you. I think people don't, and like anyone who is like in for griefing and and hasn't been part of the community and is now that's going to come back specifically for PvP, I think these guys don't understand the vast numbers of people involved in these hubs and communities.
Oh, I know.
You've got
I
so
know.
many people that are going to be willing, and all of these communities work together. I think people think that kind of like the TCC is one hub, the Amino is another, TOG is another, and that's not the case at all. All these guys are hand in hand. They're essentially one big federation or alliance of hubs, and that's what all the new people have to understand. It throwing stones against in that greenhouse is probably not wise, because it's apt to kind of cave in on top of them.
And if you followed me long enough, you would know what I used to do on this channel. I used to be like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it. Is that you vaping?
Sorry.
That's you? I thought it was Jason. Like, I'm getting comments and people are like, who's vaping? Who's bubbling?
Yeah.
I don't know who's bubbling.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Okay,
it's a nice
all right.
flavor, though. It's space something as well. It's like space crystal or something like that. I know that's mad, but yeah.
That sounds illegal.
Yeah.
that doesn't sound legal. I'm doing space crystal. You know, and out of respect to some of the listeners, can you like vape away from the mic? I mean, it doesn't bother me.
I'm awfully sorry, man.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Listening.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I could hear that sound all day long, because you know why? I smoke and I should be vaping.
Yeah.
Smoking is bad, kids.
Yeah, you should. Smoking is bad. It's
I
very
haven't
bad.
found the right vape that literally makes me like feel like, hey, this is enough. I don't need cigarettes. You know, this is enough smoke.
Have you tried just like a cheap vape, or have you sort of, because what you find is that the cheaper versions, they're almost like throwaway kits. They're not really that good. If you sort of invest in the mid-range one, you'll probably find it's like a different situation. It's definitely worth going down the road. Like, just go into one of the vaping shops, man. Usually you find the people in there are awesome, and they'll like help you out, and they'll find the right one for you, and they'll sort of discuss strengths of liquids and everything. Because you have to like gradually go down with nicotine strengths and everything over time. You can't just start on the low one, because otherwise you're just, you know, it just doesn't. I'm with you. It doesn't feel that need.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You know, maybe I just need to spend a little bit of money and get a real good one. But if you guys follow me long enough, you know what I used to do here on the channel. It wasn't very positive, but I was a leader of a very big clan of pilots in a very particular game. And I'm not going to go ahead and somebody Boondock says you need menthol vape to get the throat hit you're looking for. Menthol. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it does work a bit, yeah.
Because I got regular tobacco flavor because I wanted something strong, but I think Boondock might be right that I need menthol. Big shout out to Boondock for being in the chat.
It does give you a bit of an aftermath, yeah. It's quite nice.
But I'm ready for this. This is in my element. You know, if somebody wants to, take me on or whatever, this is my element. This is where I used to thrive.
I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you. No Man's Sky is definitely not in this. All of the games I've ever played, everything on my YouTube is all sort of first-person or third-person shooters, planet side, you know, flying stuff, and it's all had, you know, an element of PvP, and I've always done okay. I love No Man's Sky because it's the scale, and like kind of you can lose yourself in it. It's almost like a sim, really, like you know, it's beautiful. But I genuinely feel that PvP will bring, well, not just PvP. I shouldn't say that. I should say multiplayer. I think multiplayer and the way it will be implemented will bring so much to the game. And I think there's so many people out there that think it's going to be like a negative experience, but I absolutely have faith in that Hello Games are going to implement this in a way that we're probably not even expecting. And that when we actually get to play it, everyone's going to be like taken aback. They'll be like, oh, I expected to see guys just flying out of space and shooting everyone. And I really don't think that they're going to do that. Everything about No Man's Sky is so different to any other kind of game that you play. And I don't see why the multiplayer aspect of that would be any different.
Exactly. I'm going to rapture somebody very interesting here for a second and get his opinion on multiplayer PvP game modes, how they're going to do it. And let's see if I can get him in. And there he is, Drunken Taco left. Drunken Taco left. I don't know what just happened there.
The Taco Meister. I love that guy.
Dude, he's completely gone. He's not even in the waiting room.
Yeah, I know he was saying that he popped into the stream the other morning, and he was saying that he was having some problems with Discord the last time he tried it, so that might just still be the case. Maybe he needs to update his Android, if he's on an Android, or iPhone if he's on iPhone.
Guys, we got a new caller on. We raptured somebody. Ajmer 23. How you doing, bud? I don't see him lighting up, so he might not have him. There he is. There he is. Ajmer. Agmer.
Hold on. Oh, I can hear it. Riley.
Agmer, I think you got the stream playing, and you're on a massive delay.
Commander Argo's in the chat. Hello, bro.
Who?
Commander Argo. One of the yeah, he's like he's been in so many different streams.
Whoa! Okay, we're gonna. I'm sorry, we're gone. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what that was. Jacob, was that you?
I'm not sure. But this is so weird.
Wait, what's weird, Jacob? What's weird? All right, Semtex, you still there?
I'm still here, buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Cobra.
Jacob, we're ejecting. Okay, sorry guys who were wearing the headphones. I really apologize. I don't know what that was. There was an attack. Maybe General Lokar is already attacking. Maybe he is. Sorry guys, I apologize. All right, Jacob, when you get that fixed, come on back.
Well, can I ask you, how do you think that they're gonna? Do you think PvP is gonna be kind of worked in to a different mode, or do you think it's going to be a completely separate thing that you can go into, absolutely separate from kind of the modes that we're in, like a standalone lobby? Because I can't see that happening.
I see people in the chat room like totally freaking out about that noise. Guys, I really apologize. I really apologize. If someone could comment on this video when it gets uploaded, like warning at this and at this, I don't know, so that people later on don't get hurt either. But I think how they're going to do it is there's going to be one persistent universe open multiplayer. That's my opinion. Now passive mode, I could see that being a thing, but
yeah,
if you have the option to prey on others, then if everybody's on passive, then you don't have the option to prey on others.
It would be hugely frustrating, wouldn't it, for those that want a kind of a PvP experience,
right?
Definitely.
So I don't think it's going to be passive mode, because you wouldn't have that option to prey on others if everybody you came across was in passive mode. So I really think that there's going to be yet another game mode, and I think they might clean it up a little bit. But I think there's going to be yet another game mode that's going to be persistent. It's going to be online. It's going to be PvP. But that that brings an issue. How chaotic is this place going to be? Is anybody even going to build a hub in this persistent universe that has PvP?
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of, obviously, like, it's literally all I've thought about since we last spoke, is kind of how they're going to put it in. And my idea is that they're going to have the 2 to 4 player co-op would be like a mode that you would go into, kind of like you would normal survival or permadeath at the moment. And when you go into that, you play together. Like the multi-crew ship is kind of a, in my mind, it can't be really anything else other than multi-crew. So you could be in that, you could be flying around, going off doing missions and stuff. And I was thinking that maybe there would be something like an anomaly that would be, you would go to, kind of thing. And then that would kind of be a gateway into somewhere where you go and have these freighter kind of space battles against other people also in that mode. So that's a way to kind of bring teams of 4 people together within the multiplayer way of doing it. I know that that's probably a really bad explanation, but yeah, that's kind of the way I figured they're probably going to do it, because the scale, there's so much space that you're so unlikely to come across people that they've kind of got to put it in a way where it kind of funnels people together a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how they'd implement that, but that's kind of, I don't know. I can't see how they're going to do it any other way.
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't. I wanted to read a comment here from somebody said that I broke their speakers. I again, that was a caller. I had no idea that was going to happen, and I really apologize for that. It makes me feel really bad. How's the audio for me? Is the audio for me normal level, or is it too low?
You sound cool on stream.
You
sound absolutely cool on stream, yeah.
Okay. We got Snow Obsidian joining us. Snow, how you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, I just realized that I am needed, so I'm gonna mute myself for a minute, because, yeah, I'm needed downstairs. Just a second, guys.
Okay. All right, no problem. So at least we know now that Snow Obsidian, he's always upstairs.
Ah.
Yeah.
The mystery thickens. The mystery thickens.
Let's see if we can get somebody else in here. I'm only going to pick people who do not have their mic muted. So let's see. We got somebody named Card Killer who I've never seen before.
Looking at the party chat.
That's right, buddy. How you doing? You've been raptured. What's going on, bud?
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. What brings you on, man? What's on your mind? It's a pleasure having you on.
I love your stream, man. Absolutely.
Thank you, buddy. Sorry about that big loud noise.
No, it was fine. Nobody's talked about suit customization yet. Are we able to do suit customization when we get to play multiplayer?
Well, I've actually uploaded a couple of videos talking about suit customization, because on the box art, it actually looks like you can. Because you got shoulder pads on one guy, you got different colors on them, you've got different apparatuses, which I think one might be the ball that comes off his shoulders could be like the flashlight.
No, right. The other thing, because maybe you can buy different suits, like you could buy ships and multi-tools, is what I was also thinking.
So you mean like microtransactions, or are you talking about just like buy it from another Viking or Gek or something with units?
That's maybe how you're going to be able to buy different suits. Maybe, if that's how I was thinking that way, if they don't allow you to customize your own suit.
Hey guys.
Hello, Snow.
I am so terribly sorry. I called in just to talk and share some speculation, and I got to go to work because I have to leave. I have to be there in an hour, so I am very sorry, guys.
That's okay, buddy.
No, you're good, buddy.
We're going to be live tonight.
Yeah, I get off work at 9, but thankfully I'm not too far at work. But
okay,
I'll try to be on tonight.
Okay, we'll see you then, buddy. Take care.
See you.
Later, man.
Bye, Snow.
So it sounds like somebody's got the stream in the background.
Oh, sorry, that's probably me.
That's okay. All right. Yeah, suit customizations, I think, is the thing. Or it could be like with the Exocraft, when you attach new tech, you could see it. But the colors, that's what's got me thinking that, yes, you can customize because they're hinting at different colors of the suits and things like that. So I think, yeah, there's going to be some level.
Yeah. The other thing I'm worried about is multiplayer is I hope it doesn't turn into, and I know they'll stop it at a point so they don't turn it into like GTA and people running around killing each other, or somebody being in your base and killing you and taking all your stuff, you know?
Now, see, I don't think that's going to happen too much, but I do think it's going to happen in PvP because, okay, this is under the guise that there is PvP. I mean, Sean Murray did literally say it. I don't know what prey means. We can only guess, and it's an educated guess. It's educated, but Sword says, Cobra, check your Twitter messages, sir. Twitter messages. Okay, we're gonna do that. But what the people that have a lot to worry about this is people that make their portal addresses known because of their builds. Like, some people like to build. Big shout out to Sword. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I'll check here in just a second. But the hubs, I think, have the biggest worry, because I think in the past we've had hubs going to war with each other, sneaking into the regions and name checking, like throwing down their name on some of the planets that are inside. So say you got the Galactic Hub. Well, you got Hova. He's in his hub, he's putting his name on some of the planetary names. So that's how they did war without PvP. So now you got PvP. You got people that are going to be coming in and starting little wars. So I think the hubs have the biggest to worry about than anybody else. Anybody who makes themselves publicly known with a public address, those people are the ones that are going to have to worry about PvP.
The other thing, Cobra, I was wondering, and some of the guys back in the chat before you polled me were talking about it. How do you think talking with somebody with another mic would work out? Maybe you can only talk to them when they're close in your vicinity or your area.
I would like to see that. I mean, it's already in the game now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody says I'm echoing.
I heard a little bit of an echo, but I didn't hear it when I was listening to the stream. I thought it was just in the actual call on Discord. I thought maybe it might be the relay, possibly, that I was hearing you and you, if you know what I mean.
Anybody in the chat, am I echoing?
No, I don't hear you echoing anymore. It's that one time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe somebody's mic was up too loud or something like that.
Maybe. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back into the conversation here. My biggest question is how they're going to separate the multiplayer. Are they going to add multiplayer to permadeath, survival? Are they going to add multiplayer to normal mode? Or is this going to be something completely new?
No, I was definitely thinking that if they added to normal mode, they should have an option that you can turn multiplayer off, like you said in the past.
But if you do that, well, you mean, yeah, but then you won't run into anybody, right?
Problem, yeah.
Okay. Because if it was passive mode, then when Shummer said you could survive with others or prey on others, if everybody was in passive, then that wouldn't be true. You wouldn't
That's
be able to
my
prey on
fear
others.
as well. If there's, like, with the PvP, if someone can just click into passive, like halfway through your fight, you kind of, even if it's like in spacecraft, you've like flying along shooting a guy, you've almost got him dead, and then all of a sudden, like this, like, you can't attack him anymore because he's flicked into passive mode. It'd be so frustrating. I really can't see them doing something like that, or at least putting it so that when you're in combat, you're not able to put passive mode on, because it would take away from it even existing if you could do that.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
I'm going to add Andy to the call. Andy, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, what's going on, Cobra?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. What's on your mind? You want to talk about multiplayer?
We were actually, I was talking about player models and being almost positive that we won't be able to remove our helmets or anything like that. But I was saying it would be kind of cool that if you could just poke a straw through your helmet and drink stuff. I don't know. That's kind of
cool.
Like a fly.
yeah, exactly.
So what do you think about like how they're going to implement the multiplayer? New mode?
Something I love normal mode. I play normal mode all the time. That's what I mainly play. It would be cool if they could implement at least co-op, the 4-player co-op within normal mode somehow. But I think to keep from that PvP sort of chaos, I think it will be a separate mode. I remember Semtex has spoke about this a few times, and he feels that it probably will be a separate mode altogether. So when you load up the game, you can make the decision, do you want to play by yourself or do you want to go online? I think it would be cool if they implement it into normal mode. That way, it's sort of I think it's well balanced in normal mode. It's not way too difficult. It's not way too easy.
Right.
So if they implement PvP somewhere in between normal mode and a separate mode, that'd be kind of cool. I'm so confused as to how they're gonna do it, and just keep watching certain videos from the Xbox event, and you know, Sean mentioning it's funny, it's, you know, this and that, and I'm just like, how are they gonna do this? You know, how, because we have other models like GTA Online, and GTA Online it's a monster within itself. So I wouldn't want anything like that on No Man's Sky, but I doubt that anything that even remotely close to that will be implemented. But yeah, I'm more on the confused side than, you know, a definite certain as to how they're gonna do it.
I think you're going to have something like normal mode to where you could turn off and on PvP, passive mode. But then you're going to have another mode that is just, it is what it is. Jump in, survive, you know? But, you know, I sat there, I was playing the game last night when the internet was down. I just turned it on and started playing. And I started looking around at the environment when I was playing, and I was trying to imagine seeing another player in front of me, and it doesn't look like, unless they do some major changes, that it's going to make any sense. I really think that a lot of this game is going to change dramatically for them to make this work. The way the terrain looks, you know, the scale is like so off on this game. The trees are bigger than what they look. You know,
I completely agree. Yeah,
it's really strange. I can't really pinpoint exactly what's wrong with it, but you got to think about some other things that are going to have to change too. We've got people stuck in different galaxies and different dimensions who cannot travel back to Euclid, so therefore they won't be able to play with anybody at all in Euclid unless they start their game over or a new save.
On your previous video, I made a comment about the scale of the game. To me, the scale has been off since day one.
Yeah, I agree.
I've looked at ships and like, how does anything fit in that? You know, so I've been looking at situations like that, especially when you go into photo mode. When you're flying over your freighter looks so much bigger compared to your starship. So the balancing of the scale is completely off. Yeah, I think they're going to have to reset that entirely. I know what you mentioned about players being on different galaxies. They're going to have to implement or maybe turn on galactic portals, maybe of some sort, that people can actually get back to different galaxies.
Right.
Yeah, the game is going to change drastically. I think it's going to have to, if everything that they're trying to implement, if they want it to fit correctly.
Okay, we got some General Lowcar. I don't know. Does he like lowriders? He's in the chat saying there is so much fear. Just embrace PvP. If you have so-called unified forces and Cobras, then you have nothing to fear. I think that's a direct call.
Yeah, I think he's right there. Ultimately, there is no need for the community to fear. Like, ultimately, there is a massive community out there that is going to be there to support people that feel they're threatened. But going back,
I got an army, Lowcar.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, yeah, come, please come. Like, I'll give you my portal address. Come visit me. I'm down. Let's go. Let's have it. You know what I mean? I'm fully up for it. And this is why I'm thinking everyone needs to chill, because it's going to be so much fun.
How do you think
It's going to be awesome.
Sorry, how do you think Sentinels are going to act towards multiple people now in your group? It's not going to be just you running around. You're going to have, what's it say? You make a bunch of Sentinels mad, but you're with a group of people. How will Sentinels act towards multiple people than they do now to one?
Well, it could be almost like how it is in GTA. You're with your friend, and he's goofing off and shooting people. The cops chase him, but you're all right.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get somebody special in here. I haven't talked to him in a very long time, and you know him, but you may hate him, you may love him, but it's Martin Requiem. How you doing, buddy? Martin, don't be shy.
Wait, I got pulled. What?
You got yes, you got raptured, buddy.
I was just moderating your waiting room.
Guys, if you don't know who Martin Requiem is, he is man, we're having some data problems with the mic and voice here. But if you don't know who Martin Requiem is, he is the admin, moderator, whatever you want to call him, for every single No Man's Sky Facebook group out there. Wow. This is the guy.
I have to say, we've got a big group of people helping out there, so it's not just me. So a lot of good people helping out with the Facebook group. So, but yeah, I noticed some people were kind of too anxious to be in your subcast, so they started blowing in the microphone. So I will be going back over soon again to the waiting room, and I will be there monitoring things. So, but you want to know my opinion about multiplayer, I guess, before I go?
I sure do.
More information about
what I think is you were kind of right about one of your videos. I think you were saying that it might be a separate mode, and I think it will be a separate mode. As we've seen it, it's going to be 4-player, right? For 4-player co-op, what I understand from it. So, yeah, I think it's going to be indeed a separate mode to choose from. But then again, you know, coming from, I played Elite and I did play open play, and basically open play means it's always PvP. But don't forget that No Man's Sky is just so big, you know, the universe. Before you meet someone else, it's just they're probably gonna meet you in a hub, you know. But
right.
Yeah.
Boondock Games in the chat says, I think honestly everyone's gonna have a blast with it. I know there's a large amount of people against PvP, but I really don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks. Just enjoy it.
No.
He's 100% right. No, I agree with him. him.
Yeah, me too.
But
absolutely.
You know, I think if you want to stay hidden, you can. But how exciting would it be to be a part of another hub, and you're drawn into this drama that you're getting attacked by another hub, and you get to be a fighter pilot to fight these guys, to defend your hub, to defend your home and your people and your brothers and your fellow explorers. How cool is that? How many cool videos are going to come out that are going to be designed that way? Huh? The war, the Great War.
Big thing.
And maybe that's what
needs to happen with the community tools. They need to allow everyone to be able to tell stories with the game, and player interaction is a massive part of stories that are going to be told. And this is going to be like an awesome tool for new types of content, not the content that we've already seen from No Man's Sky, but something more akin to what we've seen from games like DayZ, from big MMOs. You know, the game becomes a stage then, rather than just something that you play and that you get bored of. You've got endless variety of stories you can get involved in when you've got all of those community tools in place. Everything, it's going to be incredible, man. Everyone needs to chill. It's going to be the best thing that's happened to the game, and I think you've got most of the community worried that it's going to be the worst. It's not.
Right. And Viz Frames in the chat says, encountering a player will be rare. Why would you want to kill the first person you met, and potentially hours or even days? No,
because
we're not talking about it like that. I doubt you're going to run into anybody on accident. You know, you're going to run into somebody if you have your portal address blasted out there on the internet somewhere. That's how you're going to do it. Or if you're going into known space where people are in like hubs, or people are in, oh, look, somebody's discovered a bunch of stuff over here, then you might accidentally run into somebody. But this is more going to affect people who are building hubs and people who are broadcasting their bases publicly. And so I think, it's cool. People may not want to join a hub, but I think at this point, it might be beneficial to join a hub. So that way you're protected under a banner and you're a part of something big. something huge, something.
That's the same, Cobra, with all kinds of these kind of games where there is like an element of PvP. It's always, the numbers are better. So if you got your friends, you join the numbers. They are not just that one person. And if you get trolled or whatever, you can go back to your hub and say, hey, this person was kind of, was not like nice to me. And if you're in a good standing within your community, then the community can retaliate. So yeah, there are some nice stories to tell there. As I do agree with that.
It would be good to balance it out so people aren't forced to do that.
True.
I know that there are people, myself included, that sometimes I just want to play alone and explore by myself, not worry about anyone else. So I think that aspect of the the lone wolf sort of needs to stay intact.
I can't see them taking away the modes that we have at the moment. I don't think like normal permadeath and survival are going to be any different. Ultimately, they need, with the multiplayer, everyone needs to start on an even kill. You can't have someone like myself, for example, who's got like 750 hours plus on my main save, with every blue pin and like a full fleet of maxed out ships. I take S-classes to the station and trade them in for ones that have got better stats. You can't put someone like me against someone who's just put the game in. You cannot do that. It's massively, massively unfair. And anyone coming into the community would be instantly turned off and leave the game if that was the situation. They're not that silly. It's never going to happen.
Do you think we'll be able to trade against each other?
I hope so. I hope so. I would imagine that would be part of multiplayer. It definitely would be a win in their situation if they let us do that. I do want to address General Lokar. I know this is all in fun. I know it is. I know. General Lokar, no hate to the guy. I know he's role playing. He wants to have fun with PvP. This is, some people like to play this way, and I think he's looking for a community to rile up, and he's looking for a community that's going to combat him. I don't think General Lokar has a single soul on his side. So I think
he's got elfing and chipmunks.
He's got a lot of work to do to get some recruits.
He's gonna come after you. Better not say that.
I can't wait.
If he goes up to Cobra, he better brace for impact.
First, I'm telling you, I'm gonna stand out in front of Cobra.
It'll be the biggest mistake he'll make. It'll be his biggest mistake if he goes after Cobra. You know how many people will go after him after that? The entire community will be looking for this guy.
Cobra, can I bring up another point about what you said in your last video that also has to do with the multiplayer, and that is what you said about the scaling. Would that be a thing? Because I think you're dead on the money there. I mean, if you go to photo mode of your ship, the asteroids are way bigger. So how are they going to solve it with third person?
Dude, I don't know. I think they're really going to revamp. I mean, this is speculation, but as far as my understanding of, they're going to have to redo a lot of stuff just to make this work. A lot of stuff.
Make the trees move.
Yeah. I really think that, that's one of the reasons why they really didn't show the game during the Xbox, because I think it's changed. I mean, look at the screen right now and imagine right now I got the game playing, and imagine there's another person there. I don't know. It just doesn't seem, something needs to change. There's just something not right.
Not only that, it's like the basic mechanics with the characters as well. Things like everyone would be hip firing everyone right now. There is no ADS. There is no skill in kind of shooting stuff with the multi-tool, because you'd literally be hip firing all the time. You've got no crank mechanics or covers, none of that's in there. All of that would have to happen if it was like ground combat PvP.
Simtex, that's actually something that I was wondering all weekend long after they showed the player model. It would have been nice to see the player model at some point like hold the multi-tool, the rifle multi-tool with both arms. Hold the barrel with one hand and hold obviously the grip with the other. That would have been cool to see, and hopefully we do get something like that, because I've been very intrigued as to how they're going to implement the rifle size rifle size multi tools into the player model. Are we going to be able to see it on our backpacks, like, at least to the side of our backpacks while we're walking when we're not using
I really hope, yeah.
That would be cool, especially since our cover does show one of them holding a pistol. Someone pointed out to me on the Discord that there is someone holding one of the multi-tools, but I want to see a rifle. I want to see one of them shooting a rifle with both hands, aiming down sight. That will be cool, because exactly what Simtex says. Right now, we all shoot from the hip. We're a floating orb that has this rifle shooting from the hip. So,
we're gonna rapture somebody real quick. We're gonna rapture Roblox. I think's his name.
If you think about it as well.
Roboxabox. How you doing, buddy? Okay, we got a Roboxabox. All right, there we go. I'm sorry, guys. There's noise. It's Roboxabox is powering up. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for coming on the show today. What brings you on, dude? What's on your mind?
Nothing much. Just want to listen.
Okay, you just want to listen. What is your views on multiplayer? And PvP, game mode, all that jive.
It's just interesting for me.
Okay, it's interesting for Roboxabox. I think it's interesting for everybody. I think that a lot of people are on pins and needles trying to see what they're going to do with PvP. I think that's the big issue. There's a lot of people out there that are scared of that, and because they think of games like Fortnite, where it's PvP and they die. Well, Fortnite is like taking two mad dogs and putting them in a tiny little cage. So we're not talking about a tiny cage or a small map. We're talking about a very big map, and there's ways that you could stay hidden. For one, only sharing your portal address with those you trust. So now portal addresses are going to become very intimate. You might want to keep that information hidden.
You can hide
sorry about that.
No, I was saying
you can have my portal address. I'll give everyone my portal address. Please come and visit me. I'd love it. I'm down. I want everyone here. I want to have a massive war on the planet. It's going to be epic, man. Let's go.
I do hope that with this update that they put in some more plant life, like they showed in some of the EG trailers with the long neck dinosaurs and the rhinoceros running through the woods and stuff like that. I'd hopefully like to see adventuring with better planets with multiple people.
I hope so too, and I think that if we don't see that this time around, the only thing that they could really start adding to the game as far as updates go, I think this multiplayer is going to top off a lot of what everybody wants. The only way to go after that is going to be well, we got some robot noises. Okay, is fixing the game mechanics, like the animal sounds, the actual fauna, things like that. I think that's what's in the future updates.
I just want space whales, Cobra. Really, I just want space whales.
If they don't, if they don't do that, if they don't do that with the fauna this time and the flora, I'm
done. I'm done. If they don't add space whales, I'm done.
I think it's going to be what's next. After this update.
I just see a lot of snow planets and a lot of desert planets every time you land, and it gets old after a while.
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of hard to take a science fiction game and make it fiction, because in real life, if you were to go out there, imagine how many red dead rock planets there are.
True.
And then No Man's Sky is like trying to add variety to something that doesn't naturally have that much variety in the real life. So I think for what they're able to do, they're doing good, but it's still not what everybody's expecting, and I don't know if it ever could be. I really don't. If they went out, if they copied themselves after reality, I think it would be boring. We got Sword on the call. Sword, how you doing, bud? Oh, Sword's muted. Uh-oh. Sword's muted. See, Sword is definitely somebody I want to talk to. He's one of those players that makes his portal addresses known to everybody.
Yo.
Sword, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, man. Sorry about the mute, man. I'm actually at work, and I swear to God, every time I call into Cobra, somebody gets on a freaking metal grinder and starts grinding.
Are they building spaceships?
Yeah, man. I about threw my phone at the guy last time I called in the stream.
Dude, make it part of your show. Just tell everybody you work at a starship factory.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, you're building Rosmas. Just or whatever. So
yeah, did Simtex see my comment in the chat when he was talking smack about PvP?
No, I don't know.
I'm sorry, bro.
I posted in the chat that Simtex awful cocky about PvP because he's got Sword for a neighbor.
It's true. Yeah, we are partners in crime. So I've got backup. I know I'm good.
Sword.
That's right.
Let me get your perspective on PvP, multiplayer, and all that.
Well, honestly, I caught the show kind of late, so y'all have probably already covered this because me and Simtex have had some pretty deep conversations on the stream over the last couple of nights about PvP. I'm not worried about it. I do not think Hello Games will ruin this game by forcing people that don't want PvP into PvP. I believe it's going to be just like permadeath or survival or normal or creative. It's going to be an option. You're going to start out fresh on a planet just like you do in every other mode, and you're going to have to build yourself up. And it'll be a complete full PvP mode. I don't believe if you're in that mode, you'll be able to opt out. Now, I don't know if it'll be like permadeath where if you get killed, you're done. I think it'll be more like survival that if you die, you reload you start back at your last save, but you lose your assets.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really think that's how they're going to do it.
I'm looking forward to PvP because if it is a PvP, I'm going to start a saving PvP. I might suck at it for a while, but I sucked at normal for a while. I still do. I mean, anybody watched the stream see me black screen on them Sentinel missions.
I think that they're going to do it in a separate mode. I agree with you. I don't see any other way. But let me ask you this. Do you think they're going to implement multiplayer in the other game modes, like normal?
No.
When it's already there?
Well, honestly, the reason they won't implement normal or PvP in the normal mode.
No. Multiplayer in general. Multiplayer.
No, I mean, the reason I don't believe they'll implement multiplayer in the next update in all modes is one simple fact is there's going to be some PlayStation 4 players that buy this game when next drops and when the Xbox release. And there's going to be newer players. I've seen newer players. I mean, honestly, I've been talking a lot about it on the stream as well. I've been keeping an eye on YouTube here lately. I mean, I've punched in No Man's Sky in the search parameters and go to live stream in the filters. And that's where I've met Operation Game at, one of the other characters on our channel. I met him like 3 weeks ago, starting No Man's Sky for the first time fresh. And I've seen at least 3 a week new saves of people that's picked this game up and started streaming it and going through it. It's going to pick up speed, especially if next is what if next is 1/4 of what we've speculated. And granted, I will say what we've speculated is probably more than Superman's going to be able to make happen.
Right. Yeah.
But if we get 1/4 of what we've speculated into this next update, this game's going to be huge. YouTube's going to be on fire. You're going to have multiple Xbox streamers. You're going to have the old school PS4 streamers, the PC streamers. Is all going to be covering this update. I believe it's going to have it's going to be nearly a re-release of the game. It's going to be just as big as it was in 2016 when it sold.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, there's going to be a lot of new players, and it will not be fair to them to start a normal mode with a PvP option against players that's been playing this game for 2 years. Players that have assets like this for 2 years. I mean, I was talking to Simtex on the stream the other day. He's got 70 some odd hours in on a new stream, and I'm gonna give him a big shout out. Dude's a beast. He's done like 70 hours in like 5 days. I mean, he's a beast, man.
Look at it like this. Look at it like this. It's just like real life. Someone moves out for the first time, they're nowhere as well off as somebody who's been out on their own for 20 years. So if in No Man's Sky, if you were to start in normal mode and there's PvP and multiplayer, go the opposite way. Don't give your portal address out. Don't let anybody know where you are. When you go to another star system, make sure you scan to see if it's ever been discovered by anybody, and make sure you're not going anywhere near where anyone's ever discovered anything, and you will never be found. The game is so big. And build yourself up. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I will say this, Cobra, and I don't mean to interrupt you, man. I don't know if anybody's brought this up or mentioned it, but Sean Murray did state in that Xbox Live interview that we will be building colonies and building together with my friends. And everybody heard cities, everybody heard colonies, everybody heard, all this multiplayer interaction. You know what I heard the most out of that statement?
What's that?
No more base overrides. Because if we can claim bases system and build together, they're not going to be no base overrides. And I'll be honest with you, that is the one and only thing that trolls or griefers have over this game right now, is overwriting people's bases.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And I think that they're going to have to, make the building lighter. I think when we get this update, we're going to be shocked, because I think they've redone the entire building features of the game. Because right now,
I've been saying that for the last week. I couldn't agree with you more. It's got to happen. It has to happen.
How would they do that?
It's too asset heavy. They're going to have to take out everything and rebuild it from the start. Look at Space Engineers, which is one of my favorite games ever. Space Engineers and No Man's Sky. Boom, side by side. Space Engineers, you could build anything as big as you want, and there's zero lag. Zero lag. Because all the building mechanics and everything are light.
Let me ask you this, Cobra.
Yeah.
Is Space Engineers procedurally? I've never heard played it. Is it procedurally generated like No Man's Sky is?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, because honestly, that's what I think is happening in the lag and in the loading. Is that when you're switching from the procedural generation to a saved data on a server being loaded into the game, that's where we're getting the lag and the hold time. When y'all have speculated and talked about Sam Swain coming aboard for Hello Games with that appearance engine, how that it may be for cities and stuff. I honestly believe that they brought him aboard because he had a way to optimize heavier assets or more assets into a procedurally generated world that will eliminate some of this lag time and some of this glitching. And I believe, don't get me wrong. If we get next July 24th, we get this update downloaded and we're building cities right out the bat, ain't nobody gonna be no more pleased than me. But if it's, if they increase the base build complexity to 3,000 points instead of 2,000 and eliminate overwrites, dude, that was, I'll go buy it for $60. I do not, I would buy this game new if it had to be, if it wasn't an update and it was a new game. That's how much
what you're saying.
Game.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't want me to take up so much of the time, because I know you got plenty of people in here wanting to chat and get their talk in and whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to get that across. And in my message, in my donation, I actually left you a message the other day on Twitter. I don't know if you're still using it as much or if you switched to the Discord chat or whatnot.
Not Twitter. Yeah.
We had spoken earlier about some items for the Convergent Con.
What were they?
For the Amino Hub hats.
The hats. Oh,
yes, sir.
Dude. Yes. I'm so sorry, man. Yeah. So many people message me and I forget things, dude.
I understand, dude. I understand.
If you guys need to get a hold of me and I haven't responded, please spam the crap out of me. Just spam, just keep saying bump. Just send me that message bump. So that way, it'll put you back up at the top again. Okay. Yes.
Slade shipped them out to me yesterday, Friday or Thursday, I think. So I should be getting them today or tomorrow because the holiday put it behind a little bit. I was just trying to get a hold of you to get a PO box or somewhere where I can ship these to you too.
Why don't we do it like this? So if there is a winner, what we could do is I could give you the address and you could mail the hat to the winner instead of having this thing go all across the United States like so many times.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, all right, we'll do it that way, and we'll hash that out a little bit more.
I wanted to say that I think Xbox players are going to be so lucky because day one they're going to get Next plus all the updates that happen in the last 2 years, and it's gonna make their experience so much better than what we had to deal with so far.
I disagree, and the reason why I think the things that we went through as a community is what
I'm not
made
saying
us so
anything bad.
No, I know. But this is a topic I kind of want to talk about. Not on this stream, but I'm glad you brought it up. Like, we as a community have been through so much, like fighting the toxic, backlash.
Absolutely.
And not just defending Hello Games, but if you tried to stream a year ago, you were
backlashed.
Yeah, you were backlashed. Quit supporting a lying developer and and all this other stuff. You couldn't enjoy the game, have a smile on your face, and stream it without being harassed. And still to a point that still happens today. But us coming together, someone had messaged me saying, Cobra, do you think we would be as strong of a community if we didn't have to go through what we went through? I think the answer is no. I think it's what made us strong. I think it's what made us so caring, because we had to be caring with each other and we stuck through it. And it says a lot about our personalities. And I'm glad that we went through all that and we're still here today. I really am.
No, I do. I absolutely do. And I think you're absolutely right when it comes to that. But seriously, this with the people with the Xbox game coming out, it shows all those haters. There you go, right there. This is everything that we came through day one for you. But we made it.
I get what you're saying. I have seen some comments from some Xbox community. Yeah. What is that noise? Okay. I've seen some comments from Xbox community saying that Sony, we were beta testers and that they were getting a real game, this and that. I don't know about that stuff. I'm not going to get into that argument, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The flip side of that coin as well is those guys don't get to experience the 1.0 game that we did. They didn't get the purest vision of Sean's kind of idea, because like the whole point of it, if you look back at all of the trailers, Sean was always saying things like, we don't want to hold your hand, we don't want to show you what to do, we want to put you in this open thing and you make your own way and you learn kind of as you go, you discover this. And that's what we all had. You couldn't scan a planet from space, you had to land on it to see what was there, and that was beautiful. That was an amazing part of this game. And I think that kind of all of those little things almost, I appreciate that you've got to kind of make it a little bit easier for people, because maybe a lot of people out there just didn't have the imagination or the time to kind of understand that dynamic of it.
But you miss it.
Yeah, I miss that massively. I really do. I miss like going and like finding an incredible planet that I've seen from space and I've landed there, but no one else would land there because it looked barren or whatever, and it's this crazy thing. But you don't get that experience anymore. Like now, I'm guilty of it as well. I'll scan planets and I'll miss them if it hasn't got the right resource or something like that. But you never know, that one animal you've been looking for, the E3 Diplos, could be on that planet, and like no one's ever going to find a lot of this stuff in the game because of the way the game's changing to kind of placate people that aren't into the kind of exploration side of the game, I think.
You know what's weird?
And we were lucky to have that.
Still to this day, I don't scan planets. I just land on them, and it's partly because I'm just not used to having that feature. Even still, I always forget, and I'm like, oh crap, I could have scanned the planet.
Yeah, I always go into the main menu to recharge all of my shields and everything when I'm on Starship, because there's the quick charge menu now. I don't do that, and everyone keeps having a go at me on streams about me not doing it. I'm OG though. You got to be fast in that menu. That was the way you should play it.
I know.
I scan the planet to prepare for it, but I still, no matter what it is, I still land on it just because we don't know what else we're gonna see on the surface once we do land. we can have an idea, but you know.
Right. Guys, we're gonna jump into the Atlas 102.5 room, and I'm gonna kind of hear from those guys for a minute, because we're gonna end the show. We're gonna be live again at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we're gonna have an after party that's gonna be chaotic, and everybody's gonna be able to join. Literally.
Are you telling us that we're lucky enough to get triple Cobra today?
Triple Cobra.
Really? I can't believe that. I'm excited.
You must be feeling better.
Yes, definitely.
We've been feeling for the last couple of days.
Yeah. The after party is not going to be streamed live, but it's going to be uploaded the next day. So it'll be from 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12, directly after we end the subcast tonight, which is going to be from 9 to 11. And then we're going to just all meet up in Atlas 102.5 FM and just have a big party. It's going to be noisy. It's going to be chaotic. And that's why it's a party. It's just a party.
Cobra party. I know it's like a little tiny bit cheeky, but could I do a shout out just quickly to someone's channel and stuff?
You sure can.
Sword AH, who was in the call a minute ago. This guy's an absolute genius. He's putting bases up. He's for the community to use. If you're like struggling to get units or anything, search him out on the Amino Hub. YouTube is Sword AH. So Sword, all capital letters, space AH. Get over there, check him out, guys. Honestly, the guy is such a wealth of information. And yeah, you'll learn so much from watching this dude. So yeah.
Oh,
that's cool. Thanks for letting me shout him out, man.
Hey, no problem. Aiden Allen in the chat says, before I end, can I go over his discussion on eTark? It's called Trains and Taxes. Aiden, follow me on Twitter, message me the link, and I will give me more of a preparation, and I'll talk about that tonight on the next subcast tonight in a few hours.
Hey, Cobra, can I say one thing?
Sure.
Before we jump into before y'all jump out, you guys that really follow Cobra, because you reach a huge audience, and I want to put this out there to all the YouTubers in the community. Guys, search YouTube. Look, honestly, I just got the notification of a girl that just started a new save, a new stream of No Man's Sky. Guys, jump in their chat, support them, say hey, get likes, support the YouTube community. So I'm going to tell you right now, when Xbox gets this game, they're going to do exactly like I did. When I wanted to know something about this game, the first thing I done is went to YouTube and seen who was telling you how to do what. We're going to be half the advertisement for next. Get out there and support these new YouTubers that are streaming this game. Give them tips and tricks, man. Operation Game, dude's awesome. He's he's on our show when me and Simtex are streaming. The guy started this save, and when I tuned in and started listening to his show, I just said, hey, how's it going? That's all I done. And I started seeing he was having trouble with some of the, because you know how hard it is to start out a new save. Your hand's not being held.
Sword.
You have to figure a lot of the stuff out.
Sword, send me the link to his stream right now on Twitter.
I feel honored. For being in. Sorry. No, I just felt honored for being in Cobra's chat, because I feel like I win the lottery and talk to you, Cobra, because of all the videos you put out and all the good information you give people and everything you've done for Next so far. I think you're awesome, and don't stop doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, buddy.
And if you agree in the chat, hit that like button, subscribe. Come on, get on it. Do it now. You know you want to.
Join the Cobra army.
What's wrong with you?
Cobra's gonna be like the Emperor of Star Wars when Next comes out. It's gonna be like the Empire.
Oh hell, Cobra!
Cobra's Empire will rise.
Oh my goodness! I feel bad for the poor troll that attacks Cobra in his system. you imagine? You know how bad it is when all the freighters warp in when you come out of space station, and how freaking loud it is, and you hear earphones, and you're like, "Geez, No Man's Sky, come on, Sean, you could have made that a little quieter." Imagine 10,000 subscribers jumping into Cobra's system to bust this poor troll that's griefing Cobra.
Cobra's Death Star will come.
Yeah.
I got
that would be a
message.
sight.
I got a message sitting here on Twitter from the Lord or Lokar or whatever his name is, saying that I dealt some heavy hits today, dear friend. We shall see what happens next with a bunch of devil faces. Okay, whatever. Sword. Where's that link? Where's that link?
Link? Oh, give me 1 second. I'll jump out and grab it.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think you can just click on Sword's name and you'll find Operation Game on there also in all of the chats also.
Guess what? I just copied. I'm getting ready to
Joseph
pay.
Hayho, thank you so much, buddy, for subscribing and becoming a Cobra and joining the cult of the Atlas.
The cult.
Now the link for the young lady that just started streaming. Let me pull that up, and dude, you probably make her day because she is a big fan of Cobra. Let me go ahead and grab her link, and if you want to pop in her chat and say, "Hey, what's up? This is Cobra TV," dude, she probably pee herself.
Is she live right now? Is she live?
Yeah, she's live now. She's streaming now, dude.
All right, give me her link too. We're gonna go pay a surprise.
We're gonna go troll some YouTubers, baby. Come on.
Yeah. All right, so let me.
Cobra, would it be possible perhaps for me and Sword to get you onto ours for like a little interview one day? Maybe.
Yeah, dude.
Possibly. That would be amazing if we could just chat with you
Hey,
about it. Yeah.
I will post my username and Simtex's username on Twitter. Just go on your PS4 and friend us, and you can jump into party. It's an open party chat, dude, and that goes for any chat. I mean, we can't hold but 8.
All right, guys, let's go raid this person here. Let's see, who are they? Let me get this off the screen. Ashenda?
Yeah, she's streaming live, dude. I'm in the top chat now, waiting on you, dude.
All right, I'm there.
Oh, bless her. There's only 2 viewers as well at the moment. She's gonna.
Oh
it's
God!
gonna be like 700 people.
Oh, you because I'm listening to this. Hey guys, I gotta bounce out to Discord because I want to hear this.
All right, everybody, like up her stream. I think she might be singing.
Ashenda.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, go on. Hey, it's Cobra.
Yeah. Yo.
She's gonna faint.
Raid, everybody. Raid her. Like her up. Subscribe. We're gonna pay the other person to visit here in a minute.
That's dope.
Nice to see everybody.
Oops.
Did you see Legacy Zero? What he said about your the no thing that we did.
Thank you. It's nice to see everybody.
He shouted you out. He was like, "That was amazing. It was so cool. It was really cool." He was on someone else's show when he did it as well. He reached out and said that
that's
he loved
awesome.
it. Yeah, it was so cool.
Hi.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for liking up her stream.
Pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, look at that chat go.
All right, that makes me feel good. You guys are amazing. Best community out there.
Yes.
You got her to where she can't even name the asteroids.
Thank you.
She's freaking out. She's like, what's going on?
Gamer chicks need too. Thank you. Bonus points for
Hey, Sora made a good point in her chat then. This is how NMS players support our YouTubers. It's absolutely right, man.
Exactly,
yeah. I think you nail it every time you say it. When you know, it's we're a constellation, aren't we? Yeah.
Hello.
So you always say it better than I do.
I think one of the aspects that makes this community so special
awesome.
is that majority of us probably don't have many people or many friends to talk about No Man's Sky with.
Right.
So, we are diverted to places like the Discord, to YouTube, and, if we're lucky enough, we find a community like Cobra's that we can communicate with each other, bounce ideas of each other, do cool events like the conversion events. So, yeah, this community is amazing.
I am enjoying the game.
All right, everybody, make sure you give her a like, hit that subscribe button for her. Let's go check out the other the other link that Sword had for us here. Let's see. Is this other person live too?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I don't think the other person's live. Sword.
No, OG's off. Sword. Right. I think he's in
I'm gonna go
the
ahead
chat.
and I'm gonna leave a link to his channel anyway, but he's not live.
Cobra, if I'm asking, what are your hopes for next, and what are you really looking forward to coming in this game for yourself?
Multiplayer.
Is that pretty much? Well, okay.
Yeah, I know. I know it sounds cliche, but I've been waiting. I've been waiting for it for so long, dude. I've been waiting for. There's so many things I want to do with the Cobros. There's so many events.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's a way for us to be together and have a bigger and better community, and that's what the No Man's Sky is at the end of the day. It's a big community.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
And I to make that go further, I think multiplayer is going to drive that to the next level.
All I'm doing is just glancing over.
Plus, will we? Yeah, because I wish, because it's such an open world, I wish they can combine Xbox players and PlayStation players to play together as one in a huge universe.
Right.
I've taken.
But that probably won't happen. But it'd be awesome if it would be able to.
I think you might see that between PC and Xbox, to be honest with you, because it's all Microsoft, and I think they'll probably be a little bit freer for it.
Yeah.
I don't
Do you think
know
we'll
about
see it between
Sony,
PlayStation and PC?
PC and Xbox in one universe
you
together.
can't roll it out because Fortnite and Rocket League are both cross-platform, and you can't
Exactly,
play
that's what I was
players,
wondering.
and the PC player could host an Xbox player and a PS4 player in the same lobby. So technically, you can cross-platform there. But it's kind of down to Sony, really. I think. I think Hello Games would be 100% up for it. It's just whether or not they can kind of talk Cobra talk Cobra into it. Yeah. I think that's how it's got to be, kind of thing.
So basically, no, because Sony won't do it.
It's just it probably won't.
It's a conversation that needs to be had, and it is just dependent on the relationship that Hello Games have got with Sony, and also kind of the relationship between Sony and Microsoft and kind of the PC community, whether or not they'd agree that this is a title that should be cross-platform. I think it would be amazing for it to happen. I'd love for it. Personally,
I would too.
I'm sure everyone would. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna hop over into the Atlas 102.5 FM chat. We're gonna end it there, and then we'll be back later in a few hours.
Thank you for having us, Cobra.
Absolutely.
It's been fun,
thanks,
dude.
Cobra.
Oh yeah, it's been fun, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, it's out in the center.
Woo! What's going on, guys?
I'm still gathering.
Hey, Cobra.
Hey.
Cobra.
Good to
Cobra,
see
I
you.
have a question to ask you.
Welcome.
Guys,
Cobra?
we're gonna be back. Yes.
I have a really quick question to ask you. Phil
go ahead.
Craven wants to know if he has to be present for the con because he put in a whole bunch of music stuff. He has a gig and he can't be present that day, so he needs to know if he has to be present. I told him I didn't think so, but I was going to check with you and get back to him.
No, he doesn't need to be. No.
Okay. Does anybody? Because I can say we can post that in the submit that you do not need to be present to win, and then that way they'll solve the question. It's going to be popping up pretty soon.
But he does have to pick one song because there's got to be one thing that people can vote on.
Only one out of all the stuff. You have to pick one out of what you put in.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I would have thought it would have been a panel picks one and then everybody votes on it.
No. We just want everybody to submit one thing, and then I'm probably either going to have Facebook or Twitter as the voting polls, and people can vote on that one thing for everybody there.
Okay, that's good to know. Then I'll put that up in the submit thing, and I'll try to get on tonight, but I don't know if I will be able to. So if not, I'll catch you on the next one.
Gotcha.
And Cobra,
Yeah.
Peace, girl. Cobra, I just want to let you know that, so if he asks, Drunken Taco stopped by, and he told me to tell you, or tell us to tell you, that he will be here later tonight, and he'll be in his character. So just in case he asks.
Me too. Oh, man, I was just about to tell him the same thing. You beat me too.
All right.
Yo, what's up, Cobra? It's your boy, Raging.
Hey, what's up? Oh my God. We got to talk, dude. We got to talk.
I already know.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, Cobra.
Yeah.
Hey. When am I getting my paycheck for moderating your darn waiting room here? I'm just kidding, bro.
Okay, hold on, Martin. There is a project. Let me speak to Martin real quick, guys. There's a project that I need your help on, and I'm willing to pay because this is going to be quite extensive. Okay. Okay. The box art, the wide version, the real wide. I would like the community to be able to autograph and send in their autographs, and you use Photoshop to put them all over the place.
Oh, yo, that's
cool.
nice. I like that.
The what box art? Sorry, I'm kind of confused.
The new Xbox one.
We're on a No Man's Sky podcast, and we're talking about box art. So, I think that narrows it down, dude.
There's only one.
The wide version box art, the real wide one.
I'm googling it. Like No Man's Sky. What? No Man's Sky box art.
With the multiplayer.
You know, for the Xbox box art.
With all the travelers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people think that's a multiplayer.
I think it's actually the screensaver. I don't think it's the box art itself. I think it's the screensaver we mean.
Okay.
Because it's the big wide one, isn't it? Not
the
the one
big
that's
wide
got the multiplayer stuff on the back and all of that. So yeah.
16 by 9. The 16 by 9 version.
Cobra's gonna have his own city. That's when the first city's gonna happen. Is when Cobra starts his city.
Cobra City.
Cobra City.
We're gonna talk about that tonight.
I mean, a picture I just posted in the subcast chat. I'm so confused. I don't know what you're talking
Guys,
about.
check it out and see if that's it.
Cobra, if you do build a city, can you call it Cobra Sant?
I think I may have it.
Cobra Sant? What?
Yeah, Cobra Sant is from Star Wars.
Oh my god.
Cobra Sant.
Oh gosh. It's the real wide version, and somebody could help out Martin. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm googling here, but you see how much I pay attention to the whole stuff. I'm just waiting till the update is there. You know, I'm not really paying attention to all the news defaulting. I'm just a simple moderator.
I'm still catching up on Waking Titan and stuff, so don't feel bad, Martin.
Xbox box art wide version.
I've one question. What's an Xbox? No, I'm just kidding. I know what the Xbox is.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me again. So that picture, and you want to do what with it?
I want to create an email so where everybody can send in their autographs, and then you use Photoshop to get those autographs on that poster.
That'd be great.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
that would be sweet.
That's cool.
And I know it's going to be difficult, but I can send you some money. I'm not rich, but I would definitely not want you to have to do it.
No. I don't want your money. If you want that stuff, then I can do that.
Man. Shoot,
Yep.
yeah. That's a free thing for me.
It just depends. How are you gonna tell people to send in their the autograph? Are they going to be scans of their autograph, or are they just?
See, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, as far as somebody who's going to have to use Photoshop, would you want to see it written with a mouse on green screen, or would you would regular white paper work?
First of all, you have to think about the security of doing something like this, because it might be dangerous to send your actual autograph over the net to somebody. So you have to, but seriously, you have to think about it if you want to do that, to make that sure that people have to.
Maybe not your
well,
actual
I'm
signature.
already broke, so if anybody take my identity, it's okay. They might be helping.
You can put crazy rules on there.
Instead of your actual signature, people people are going to identify more with your actual username for like your user channel or in-game stuff.
I'm
So
signing
maybe if
my
you said
Raging Bull all day. Yeah, I'll be signing my Raging Bull.
Cobra,
Yeah.
I gotta run. Thank you so much for swarming in on your live show today, man. I had fun talking to you and everything. Thank you so much.
Okay, awesome, buddy, man. It was a pleasure, dude.
I will definitely jump on later tonight to catch your show, though.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, Cobra,
Sounds good,
when
man.
is
Take
your show
care.
tonight happening?
Thank you.
All right. What?
When is your show tonight happening?
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you.
Nice.
Ooh, good time.
I don't know.
Good
I don't
time.
know who. I don't know who said it, Cobra, but I think that's indeed a better idea. If people send their name they use as their in-game name to put on the poster, I think that would identify more with them. You know,
Okay.
either your PSN name or your Steam or your Xbox name, and have that on the poster.
Okay.
And then we can
That sounds
just
good.
use like a nice font or whatever. Just use the Double Sky font for the names. I don't know.
Okay.
I just signed my Raging Bull, aka my PSN login or something like
All
that.
right. Okay. But now the next question is, what about what kind of format? Like white paper? What would work for you?
Everything basically. It's easier if it's just well, if it's just gonna be their username, they don't have to do a picture. They can just send you their username, and I just type it in. You know, I just use my text tools on the post.
Yeah.
That's the way.
That might be something to think about.
Yeah.
Do it
But
that
wouldn't it
way.
be cooler if it was people's actual handwriting?
It would. I would agree. It would.
Wouldn't be
But-
easier, it'd be cooler.
Yeah.
In that
Dude,
in that
if you
case,
need help, I can definitely hook you up. I know a little bit of Photoshop and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
Definitely hook you up, buddy.
Okay. All right. So, Martin, who was that was speaking?
Like right now, me.
Yeah.
Got me. Lex.
Lex?
Hello. Right. Leks.
Okay, Lex.
Oh,
okay,
Lex.
Okay.
Yes. Lex.
All right. Okay, so would you want to pass that over, Martin, to Lex?
well, if Lex want to do it, it's okay. I mean, you know me. I'm always way too busy with all the Facebook groups and stuff, so I probably gonna forget about this. I think you're better off to be with a hardcore fan of you to do that for you, because I'm gonna, not that I'm not your hardcore fan, bro, but just saying.
He's your hardcore moderator, so there we
I'm a
go.
hardcore moderator, and,
There you go. And we need one of those. We need those.
We do.
Lex, if you want to do that, hook up
What's
with
up, dude?
Cobra and get it done. Get it done.
No, I'm trying to help you with all I can. What's up, dude?
Lex,
What's up?
Lex, if you want to create the email, then so that way I don't have to create one and then just give you the credentials. I will tell everybody what that email is, and then you'll get the autographs.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we'll set that. We'll talk about that. Are you able to come on the stream tonight at 9?
At 9, most likely not. I am European, so that will be kind of hard for me.
Okay.
Time.
Do you follow me on Twitter?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, when you get the email set up, let me know, and then I'll broadcast what the email is.
All right.
All right. And did you need some cash?
Oh no, we'll see about that. Like honestly, if you're happy with the work, etc., dude, like honestly, it's up to you, dude. If you're happy with how it turns out, because look, I'm no professional. I'm just an amateur about this, you know.
Okay.
And I just honestly just want to help.
All right. Well, I'll throw you a donation. I'm not rich, so it's not going to be a whole lot, but I'll try and give you something. Okay.
Cobra, I have one more question for you, actually.
Yeah, buddy.
Have you ever seen that sci-fi series? It's very old, called V.
No.
V.
Have everybody seen V? It's just V for victory. The
V.
There are like people who
V.
came to
The reptiles,
Earth,
right?
Yeah, reptiles, and
Yeah.
their
I
voices.
saw
They
the
sound a
original
little bit
and the
like you,
remake.
Cobra.
The recent remake.
Yeah, I was wondering why Cobra just sounds like someone from V currently, because it sounds kind of like
Got quarterback thing
you
going
sound
on.
kind of robotic there, Cobra.
Yeah.
The John Zoo says, Cobra, I need you to confirm, is Rayrod trolling with us, or how is he going to port his mods to PS4? Because the PS4 has now been, jailbreaked. So now we can mod the games on the PS4. However, you gotta have to have a PS4 that's jailbreaked. But yes, Rayrod is actually modding the PS4.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
That's cool. Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be buying me another PS4 because I'm gonna definitely jailbreak one.
I love Rayrod. I think he does amazing work and everything, but I'm really sorry. I think maybe Hello might trump you a little bit when next comes out, buddy. I'm sorry to say that.
Rayrod's going to come on the show tonight. So.
Oh, cool!
Awesome.
That's a good enticing thing on top of the cake. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
For that.
Actually, next might bring even more coding for him to dig through, and he can maybe do more stuff with it, even more than he can do now.
True.
Because he was saying he only discovered like 1% of what he could do, only 1%, and he already made this Rayrod mod. So just imagine what he can do if he discovers what's in next concerning coding. So, yep.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it. I will see you guys back here again at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get into the more late night type shows, so it'll be fun.
Yes, I'm looking forward to and Cobra, I just want to say I'm looking forward to your new shows that you're going to have on your channel, because like you said, it's a channel. Every channel got different programs. So
that's right, buddy. That's right.
Yep. We're a constellation of family. Smash that like button, everybody. Smash it.
Get ready for taco tonight.
Are you still going to be doing the paranormal show that you mentioned before, Cobra?
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Because I really want to be part of that. I've got so
I'll
much
be
stuff
part
to
of
talk
that.
to you about on that vein. Yeah.
Oh, trust me, it's going to be.
It's going to be lit. Yeah.
Yes. Raging Bull is actually one of my first guests.
Wow.
Because he's not normal? Oh, just kidding, Raging.
Hold on.
Love you, man.
Listen. Raging Bull's going to be on first because he's a flat earther.
Get out of here.
Mysterious echo in there. Look out. Cool.
Hey, y'all, I got some info for y'all. I'm going to make it real intriguing.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
See you tonight, Cobra. Bye.
All right.
I'm out, Cobra.
Bye, everybody. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks, Cobra. Bye.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye, Cobra.
Your boy Raging Bull signing out with you.